What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of Wingett. I'm going to be using my team that I recently participated in the International Challenge February with. It's going to be Muk Celesteela, Talonflame, Ninetales, Lele, and Garchomp. I think it's a very aggressive Tailwind team that has a couple walls in Celesteela and Muk, but I do think it's very aggressive. Talonflame comes almost every game, and it's a lot of fun using a Pokemon like Talonflame, who hasn't really been that important since around the end of 2014. So we're just going to hop right into some games, get right into it, and hopefully show you guys some very, very high battle spot ladder. I think I'm in the middle of the 1800s. Yeah, not middle, I guess. I'm 1815 right now. So my account is probably top 20 NA for battle spot, which is pretty high. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job getting up here, and I got up here with my team that I took to Anaheim. So I laddered up here like less than a month ago, and I just kind of haven't really been using this team that much on ladder because I wanted to save for the International Challenge, which I think I got almost into the 1800s in as well, so I'm expecting a top 64 finish from that, but the rankings are still being tallied, so we'll see what happens. I do feel very confident with this team. I think the only real problem is sometimes I tend to outplay myself and think, oh, well, I'm not going to Tailwind because they expect it, and I just try and get away with stuff. But let's see, we see Gigalith, Nihilego, Kartana, Garchomp, Arcanine, and Porygon. So let's look at this. We see potential weakness policy or Z-move on Nihilego, potential Scarf or Z-move on Garchomp. Arcanine can probably be a Berry or something like, it might be actually Goggles. He's already locked in. It might be Goggles because he's paired with Gigalith. Porygon is the Evolite, so we're looking at potential also Scarf or Sash on the Kartana. I think it's going to be Sash on the Kartana, Life Orb on the Nihilego. So now that we've talked about this guy's items, let's see what we can actually bring to get around this. I do think that Muk is a very good Pokemon here, but let's just see how I want to deal with it. I think I'm going to lead Muk. And what do we need to do? If I went Muk Lele, what would that get me? What does that not beat? I still have 40 seconds, guys. I still totally have time. I don't want to lead Ninetales, but I do want to bring Ninetales. So that's going to be something that I have to go change eventually, I guess. Celesteela looks like a pretty decent lead. If I went Muk Celesteela Garchomp, because the reason I'm bringing Garchomp in the back is let's say he does lead with that really big Arcanine, I can just switch right into my Garchomp and block some of that damage. And the last Pokemon I guess is going to be Ninetales. I would love to bring Lele here, but Nihilego's faster, Kartana's faster, Arcanine can speed tie it, and Garchomp's faster. So Lele, as much as I'd like to bring it, I'm not bringing Tailwind support, which I probably just should bring here. It's that Porygon that's really thrown me for a loop. So let's see what I can get done here. Like I said, this guy is pretty high rated. He's upper 1700s. So, you know, the only thing that can really outplay me is myself. So we'll see how I do. I'm leading with my two bulky walls first. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. But we have the Muk Steela, one of my favorite leads, versus Porygon 2 Kartana. I actually really like this. I'm thinking about just ignoring the Porygon. Let's see what he gets. He gets the attack boost. I could actually go for a Flamethrower and a like a knockoff onto the Kartana slot. I could also protect with my Muk. It could also be a Fighting Him Z Kartana, because I've seen a lot of those recently. I could just taunt the Porygon this first turn. You might be switching. I kind of want to knock off. I kind of want to let him get a Trick Room up. Like, I don't really care about... Because if he gets a Trick Room up, his Kartana's going to die regardless. So let's just knock off the Porygon and Flamethrower the Kartana. I'm probably going to regret not taunting this this Porygon. But, I mean, what is he really... He's totally attacking me this turn. And if things go south and he eventually wants a Trick Room, I can just taunt him then. Because this turn will confirm, like, if I don't taunt him here, he won't think that I have the taunt in the first place. So he goes for a Smart Strike. He's targeting most likely my Muk. It might actually be a Bandy Kartana. We didn't really even talk about that. Oh, it's just barely not going to clock my Berry. I really don't like that. That means if Gigalith's going to come out, I'm going to play Protect. And there is the Sash right there. Like I said, I expected the Sash. Do we get a burn? No. We go for a knockoff. And we're going to knock off that Evolite, which means Porygon is... And there's the Trick Room. Cool. So the Trick Room gets up. This is actually very good for me. Because the Kartana is now the slowest thing on the board, and I can pretty much do whatever I want. I think I'm going to Poison Jab the Porygon. Because, like, I can taunt the Porygon now, but it doesn't really matter to me. So I'm going to Poison Jab the Porygon, and I think, let's look at his team again. Let's look at his team. He has Gigalith, Nihilego, Garchomp, Arcanine. I'm trying to think of a neutral move I can use on all these guys. I think I'm actually just going to Flash Cannon the Kartana. I'm not revealing too much by showing Flash Cannon, but if he does decide to switch out the Kartana into like Garchomp or Gigalith, it'd be taking a lot more damage than normal if I went for Flash Cannon here. So he decides to keep the Kartana in. Muck is going to go first, which means it's a little bit faster than Porygon. If we get a Poison, that would be amazing. Goes for a T-Bolt. The only thing that'd be really bad here is if he gets a Para and I wouldn't get to hit the... Cool. If he got the Para on me and I was paralyzed and not able to attack Kartana, that'd be really bad. So my Celesteela is actually sitting pretty with a Beast Boost. I really do like this. And note that his Porygon is probably going to try and go for Recover Plays next turn, so I'm probably going to taunt it. We'll see what happens. Let's see if Gigalith comes out. If Gigalith comes out, I can probably swap to Garchomp. It's Arcanine. So I'm going to swap to Garchomp then. I'm going to swap to Garchomp, most likely taunt the Porygon, then do a Protect, switch Garchomp out, and then Trick Room's going to be gone, and I'm going to have 4 Pokemon and he's going to have 3. That's actually my plan. We're going to taunt the Porygon. We're just going to switch out Steel. I would Protect if I had it, but this is Assault Vest, so I don't. So we've seen 3 of his Pokemon. We still haven't seen Gigalith yet. Still a few turns left on Trick Room. I think we're doing okay. So we're going to switch in Garchomp here, most likely just blocking that T-Bolt. If he does decide to go for the Ice Beam, Fire Attack onto that Celesteela slot, that'd be a very good read, but let's see if he does. He can't go for the cover, which I knew he was going to, and he's going for a Z move. If he targets my Muck, I'm actually completely okay with that. I'm completely fine. I don't want him to, but if he does, he does. I would like my Muck to live for a little bit longer. Muck is a very good Pokemon. Now what do I send out here? Because my last Pokemon's Ninetales. He isn't my Muck. Yeah, that's a good play. Now the question is, does the Porygon even have Ice Beam? Does it even have Ice Beam? And if it does have Ice Beam, does that Ice Beam even KO my Garchomp? It's pretty... I don't want to risk those type of things. That's a good play from him. I don't know if I had to Z move, but because if I just Protect with my Muck or did something like that, I would have been fine. Alright, so let's check how many turns left on Trick Room. That should be 2 or 3. Alright, there's 2 turns left on Trick Room. So I can go for a Blizzard here. Just Blizzard to do the damage. And I'm going to Protect with my Garchomp. Let's see if do you think he's going to read that? Because if I went for double Protect, actually, yeah, let's just do that. Let's actually just be safe. How about being safe for once? Oh shit, this Ninetales is made for singles. It does not have Protect. That changes the game up considerably. This Ninetales has swagger, guys. It has swagger. Let's just go for the Blizzard then. If he reads me and KOs my Ninetales, he KOs my Ninetales. So he's withdrawing Porygon 2. Who wants to eat this Blizzard? It's probably going to be Gigalith. Cool. So now that actually just also shows me that the Porygon does not have Ice Beam, because he would just Ice Beam my Garchomp here. So let's see, he's probably just Flare Blitzing my Ninetales. Can I hit with the Blizzard? Can I hit with Blizzard? That would be so sick if I could just hit with Blizzard. Alright. I want to be able to hit something. Just hit, let me hit somebody. Let me hit him. Blizzard. Hey, we double hit with Blizzard. Yo, we take those. It's a lot of damage. And Ninetales is actually going to go down. That's a very good play. And let's see if Arcanine holding the Citrus. No, I was probably holding an Orb and I wasn't paying attention. So Ninetales goes down. He has the lead right now. Does he have any Pokemon that can actually check my Garchomp? I don't think that he does. I wonder if I have to Z-move that Gigalith. I'm going to Z-move the Gigalith. No, I'm not. I'm not going to Z-move Gigalith. Watch this sick play. I wonder if he's going to Wide Guard me. Because, like, Flash Cannon would deal more damage, but Giga Drain would restore a ton more HP. Let's go for the Flash Cannon on the Gigalith and a big EQ here. And then I can Z-move the Porygon. He's going for a Protect with Arcanine. Alright, he's probably going for a Z-move with this. Oh, he already Z-moved. Gigalith goes for Rock Slide. No flinches. No flinches. No. Stop it. Don't you flinch any of my Pokemon. Fuck. That's lame. Because I don't think this is going to KO. And, like, I don't know if he has Wide Guard. Like, this was my one turn to show that I was doing stuff without him Wide Guarding me, you know? Yeah, it's bad. That's really, really bad. Because now he can Wide Guard me. And I really don't want him to, you know? Now let's see what happens. I still think I'm going to win. I still think I win here. Even if he goes for wide guard and an attack, I still think I can win. It's just going to have to take a little while. But I think he would have done it last turn instead of like a protect play. Yeah, he's put on Arcanine. Okay. So let's see what he goes for. This is a kind of weird play. He gets a special attack boost. A good thing I'm never going to let him try to hit me. Ever. I'll totally like Z-move that Porygon all day. Unless I'm just like super faster. Yeah, I don't even have to. I think Giga Drain plus Sandstorm is actually going to take it off. I got a crit on Gigalith, didn't really need it. And Giga Drain. Note that I went for the Giga Drain that turn onto the Gigalith just because I wanted to restore HP. And whoa, look at that. Look at that damage. That's the power of not Evilite Porygon 2 knockoff coming back to bite him. So it's Arcanine versus the world. And I get a Beast Boost. And that's probably going to be game. I accurately called most of the items that we saw. And, you know, I just played correctly. He made a couple good reads, and he got in my head a little bit, but I still think I held on to it. And now I can just Z-move and be fine. I don't think Arcanine is gonna. I don't think it's like Scarf Arcanine, even though we already know that he's not that fast. I don't think it's like a crazy Arcanine set. I'm actually gonna Z-move because I don't want. I'm at -2 right now, so like I don't want to mess with that. He's probably just gonna forfeit. Yep, cool. But I Z-moved to keep him honest. I mean, I hadn't Z-moved all game, so it was pretty obvious that I wasn't Z-moved because I think I revealed Protect earlier. So my Ninetales has Swagger. Let's put Protect on that Ninetales. Alright guys, I'm in it. I'm back into game 2 of the day. We're going in it with our Protect Ninetales. I took Swagger off there, and the reason I had Swagger on there, like I said before, was because I was playing Battle Spot singles a little bit because I felt like turning up some old singles action, and I just I felt like it. So we're currently at 1829, and we hit an 1800 Japanese guy. And so my team, I actually think my team's pretty standard, but teams that are like this one, there has to be some sort of gimmick. Like maybe he's using Fling Raichu. I mean, I think I popularized it, but you know, this team actually looks a lot like my San Jose regional top 16 team. He has Arcanine and Snorlax instead of Butterfree and Lele, but the other four are exactly the same. So note that the double Intimidate is coming like back really strong. It was this looks like a team that did really well at St. Louis actually with the double Intimidate with Raichu Koko. So let's see. Let's look at potential items. There's probably the Restore Berries on Snorlax and Arcanine. There potentially could be a Scarf on Gyarados, but I assume that's his Z move. Raichu's probably holding a Sash, Koko's probably holding Life Orb, and Garchomp's either holding a Scarf or a Z move. So now that we've talked about the items, let us talk about what I can do to stop this. It looks like Garchomp Talonflame is just the play, but he has two Intimidators. He has two of them, and he has no weather control, so I'm actually thinking about going with Ninetales here. If I go Ninetales, if I were to go Ninetales and Talonflame, it looks like I'm going to go Protect Tailwind, right? Right? It looks like that. What if I switched in my Lele for the Talonflame slot and just popped off a huge-ass Blizzard or Freeze Dry onto that Gyarados or onto that Garchomp, and then if the Snorlax goes for Belladrum, I can Encore it. Fuck, I need to bring more Pokemon to this game. I should have talked faster, I guess. But whatever, we are in the game. We have this exact same pose, and let's see if I can give this guy a couple 1-2s. So we're bringing Lele, and we're actually going to try and switch in the Lele if we see a Raichu lead. That's the play. He could also be the Stokes, like, Surge Surfer Raichu, I guess. That's definitely a common play that we see nowadays. So Ninetales Talonflame. Note this is the Firium Z Talonflame and not the Safety Goggles one that I used in the International Challenge. So we see Koko and Arcanine. So this actually changes things up quite a bit because in this scenario, he's just going to let me Tailwind. I could switch my Garchomp in here. That's one of the few things I could do. I could switch in my Garchomp to block a Thunderbolt. The question is, do I really want to do that? I kind of do, actually. Or just, yeah, I'll do that. Fuck it. Because it'd be getting my Garchomp in relatively safe. See, this is the type of things that I say where I outplay myself. I can Tailwind here, and there's not a single thing he can do about it. There's not a single thing. He can't fake out it. He couldn't stop it. I can get up the Tailwind right now. But I'm deciding to not do it and try and go for a greedy play. He goes for a Taunt onto my Ninetales slot, going to stop my Aurora Veil. Maybe he's Wild Charging my Talonflame slot, which is okay, because that means he's not, like, hitting my Ninetales with his Arcanine. And he goes for a Snarl. So he's going to miss my Ninetales, he's going to let me keep my Sash. Now, this is actually extremely, extremely good for me because he thinks that I'm Scarf Chomp. He thinks that I'm Scarf Chomp. The threat of Scarf Chomp is overwhelming. It looks like I'm going to withdraw my Ninetales for Talonflame and go for an EQ and get a double KO on both of his Pokemon. That looks extremely likely right now. So I'm actually just not going to do that at all. I'm thinking about Swords Dancing. But I'm gonna protect my Garchomp. Because I want to block the HP Ice if he has it. I think Garchomp is the key to winning this matchup. So we're gonna protect and go for a Blizzard. Blizzard plus recoil, or Blizzard plus hail damage should be able to take out the Koko, I'm hoping. And I want to actually just kind of scare him, you know? He's probably just gonna switch out the Koko or protect with the Koko, and that's also fine with me. I don't really have a problem with either of those. If he wants to like Flare Blitz my Ninetales and protect with Koko, that's also fine. He'd be taking a ton of additional damage. I go for Protector. Looks like he is going to choose to fight, which is really, really good for me. He's going for a Reflect with the Koko. Now, I've seen this before. That potentially means that it is a Light Clay Koko. And it looks like he was trying to get the Reflect up so he would live the Earthquake, which is not an incorrect play. I think it's very, very good, and most people should start doing that. And we see Flamethrower on Arcanine, which means it's Special Arcanine, which means he probably has one of the berries. Okay. Next turn he should go down. I think I might switch out to Lele and protect with my Ninetales. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because he's going to probably Light Screen me, but I don't know for sure. I would like to keep my Garchomp safe. We're going to protect with Ninetales. Oh shit, I'm taunted, duh. I'll just Blizzard again, it's fine. Garchomp could switch into Lele. I think it's kind of reckless to do this, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I need to get that Koko off the board, and oh, he's just switching it. He's going to come in with Gyarados here. Okay. So the double Intimidators have been revealed. Lele coming in here is actually pretty good for me, I think. Ninetales threatens the Gyarados for sure, and Lele protects the Ninetales from E-Speeds from Arcanine if it does have it. But I think I'm going to lose my Ninetales this turn, so that kind of sucks. Kinda sucks, but it's okay. So Blizzard's gonna happen. Can we freeze Gyarados? That'd be amazing. Probably gonna see a barrier on the Arcanine soon. Oh, we froze it! We froze it. Yeah, we take those. We always take them. Those are always things that we do take. And so in this scenario, I think I'm gonna actually send out my Talonflame again. Because I'm gonna set up the Tailwind now. It's extremely safe in this situation. We've seen Koko and these two. Yep. I'll Tailwind here. I'll go Tailwind attack Arcanine, and then next turn I can hit the Gyarados. And if he thaws out and kills my Talonflame, well, I still got the Tailwind up. And my Garchomp's still relatively safe in the back, being unintimidated because both of his Intimidate users are on the field. I'm just going to Psychic this Arcanine into Oblivion. Hopefully it's not faster than me. I doubt that it is because it's using like a Flamethrower like support set. But he could actually be faster than me. He could pop like just a big Flamethrower up on my Lele, or maybe he even has the Fire Z move. I haven't really been paying that much attention to the Arcanine this game. I've been relatively ignoring it. Let's see. He still has the Reflect up, but I'm mostly going for special attacks this game. Man, I got the freeze on my Gyarados. That sucks for him. Arcanine goes for Protect. That's the correct play, I feel. But I remember I said I just want to ignore the Gyarados slot. For now, look how it's just like stationary on the board. It's like unmoved by time. Don't you thaw? Can you not thaw, please? And it's frozen. Cool. Now this is a pickle here. I wonder. I know he has the Reflect up. I know that it's up. I wonder if my Fire Z move can one-shot that Arcanine. There's a Reflect up and you resist it, but it's a fucking Z move, you know? If I were to do that, what would it get me? He'd have to send out Koko. And his last Mon? How many turns of Hail left are there? Is it last turn of Hail? Damn it. This is the last turn, so it's not like Koko's going to take Hail damage. You know, I'm going to try it. I know he has the Reflect up, but I think I can get it off. Because what this does is it speeds up the effect of my Tailwind times like 1,000, you know? It makes my Tailwind just, like, cook, literally. Like, I want to use the most of my Tailwind, and this will give me the most of my Tailwind. Because if I have to take a turn to kill the Arcanine, and then Koko's going to come out and protect, and then I have to KO the Koko, I'm eventually going to get into a situation where my Tailwind runs out, and he has faster Pokemon than me. Also, I'm susceptible to his Gyarados thawing out. With this scenario, I potentially... Okay, just forfeit. Okay, okay. Whew. We take those. Hey, those are things that we take. I called going for the Blizzard on the Gyarados switch in because I wanted to finish off the Koko, but he went for the greedy play. He switched in his Gyarados and it got frozen. It's a 10% chance. I do feel that my team is a little bit better than his, but it's because we're both going hard aggression and he's not going Trick Room, whereas I have some sort of speed control in Tailwind as well as like potential Icy Wind from Ninetales. So I felt that I played pretty well. I got pretty lucky in that second game. So as always, guys, let me know what you guys think about the team. Let me know if there's anything you think I could be doing to improve it or anything like that. And I recently got a Switch, so that's why there's been a little bit of a dip in the content, but I'm not gonna slack on the content anymore. We're going back to daily uploads, even though they're relatively every day. I usually get about 6 in a week, but I'm gonna start doing a lot more Pokemon stuff. I might start playing singles again as a little bit of a bonus for some people that want to see some singles content. So hopefully you guys stick around for that, and if not, VGC will always be here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.